Hello and welcome to day 83 of 100 Days of Tonalism. This is your painter in residence, M. Francis McCarthy. You can call me Mike if you like. The study that we are doing today is by George Inness and is called Landscape near Perugia. Sorry if I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never heard of the place. Perugia or something like that. Anyway, you can get the spelling from the blog and also, of course, in the title of the video. We've done a lot of Innesses. If you've been with us for a while, you know that. And we're going to do more. We got plenty more. You know, we got another 17 days, and a third of those will be Inness. So I'm going to read today from the book by George Inness, written by Nikolai Tsikolsky. And I'm picking up sort of where we left off on our last Inness. I'm on page 62. And this is an excellent book, by the way. I highly recommend picking it up. If you're into tonalism, there's nobody better. And nobody better than Inness. Anyway. In April 1870, Inness went abroad for the third time. His wife remembered that he spent most of his time working, and while he naturally looked at other art, the reason for this trip, it seemed, was primarily commercial, not study or inspiration. Inness was to receive regular payments from the Boston picture dealers, Williams and Everett, in return for regularly sending them Italian paintings. William and Everett had an interest in the number of pictures Inness produced in Italy, of course, but also in their kind. A friend of Inness's who noticed an undue attention to detail and ornateness in his Italian pictures in contrast with the breadth of his earlier manners saw one way in which his art changed. Finish is what a picture dealer's cry for, Inness said, and this was his attempt to accommodate them. He also, contrary to his inclination, in parentheses, when asked where he painted landscape, he replied, "Nowhere in particular. Do you suppose I illustrate guidebooks?" End of parentheses. Made pictures that depicted the life and popular scenic attractions of Italy. The Tiber below Perugia of 1871 is an example of the kind of painting with its more exactly detailed and finished style, colorful subject matter, and scenic scope that Inness made for the market. But he did not allow commerce utterly to compromise his integrity or corrupt his ability, for he still could produce work of the highest quality. In fact, the paintings of Inness's second Italian trip are on the whole some of the finest and on occasion most daring and sophisticated he ever painted. There is nothing in his earlier work, for example, that equals the painting now called The Monk in 1873 in the explicitness of the formal refinement. Inness had always insisted by words and by pictorial example on the freedom, even the necessity, to remake nature for his own purposes. Yet never before had nature and locality been so overtly transformed into art, color, never so arbitrarily manipulated. Pictorial design, parallelism, and asymmetry, and flatness, never so overtly artful or artificial. And never had this been so apparently the object of a painting. Now, what's interesting reading this book is that we now know where Perugia is, and it's in Italy, and this is from his 1870, it's mid-career period. So just take a quick look and see if it might be in this section of the book. That might be pretty cool. You know, this is a pretty neat picture, and there's actually several in this section that are very reminiscent of that, of the picture we're doing today. I don't see that exact picture, but there is one quite similar here called The Olives, which is almost identical in composition, almost exactly the same. Yes, I think we're probably done with this book. The Monk, by the way, is a famous picture by Inness where he's done these very distinctive trees. And I can't say it's my favorite period of Inness, but it's still Inness, and it's damn good. Anyway, you can see we're getting close to the end. Thanks for joining us for day 83, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 84. If you'd like to see my own tonalist work and the kinds of things I come up with, go to landscapepainter.co.nz, and we'll see you tomorrow. Meanwhile, take care and stay out of trouble.